Batman and the Joker are probably the two most iconic comic book arch-nemeses of all time. But what's really going on between the Clown and the Caped Crusader? If you're wondering how the Joker became so twisted, it's possible that Batman may be partly to blame. Depending on whether or not you believe the version of the Joker's backstory shown in Batman the Killing Joke, Batman was chasing him when he fell into that fateful vat of chemicals. Batman's 1989 cinematic story plays out similarly. In a less literal sense, Batman's approach to crime fighting may have planted the seeds for the Joker. At the end of Batman Begins, Jim Gordon warns Batman that by taking up the cowl, he may have only escalated Gotham's crime situation.
We start carrying semi-automatics, they buy automatics. We start wearing Kevlar, they buy armor-piercing rounds.
And Gordon points out that as soon as Batman started fighting crime in costume, the Joker began imitating his same theatrical style. Of course, other fans argue that the Joker would exist with or without Batman, like in the 2019 movie Joker, in which Arthur Fleck becomes Joker even though Batman doesn't exist yet. If Batman doesn't make him fall into the metaphorical vat, it would be someone else. It might be more accurate to say that Gotham's crime, corruption, and inhumanity create the Joker, just as these same conditions orphan Bruce Wayne and create Batman. No matter how many times a Joker escapes Arkham Asylum, Batman will never kill him. In fact, Batman has even saved Joker's life countless times because he doesn't want the Joker's blood on his hands. Preserving life is a rule that most modern versions of Batman must follow, and the rule that separates him from the criminals he catches. Batman knows that stooping to the Joker's level would mean giving his arch-enemy exactly what he wants. More importantly, Batman is afraid of what he might do if he breaks his own code. He's convinced that this rule is the only thing that keeps him from unleashing his savage side. The short comic Scars from Gotham Knights #8 offers another possible explanation for why he always lets the Joker live. As he tells Mr. Zsasz, "Do you want to know what power is? Real power? It's not ending a life, it's saving it. It's looking in someone's eyes and seeing that spark of recognition. That instant they realize something they'll never forget. They owe you." This could either mean that Batman feels that showing mercy is its own reward, or it could mean he gets a creepy sort of kick knowing that the Joker owes him his life. Although he has no qualms about mass murder, the Joker has no intention of killing Batman. In The Dark Knight, the Joker says as much.
"I don't want to kill you. What would I do without you?"
Everything the Joker does is to provoke Batman, and with Batman dead, the game would be over. There's no one else powerful or obsessive enough to be his nemesis. And though he'll never admit it, Batman needs the Joker too. The Joker serves as a constant reminder of why he fights, and marks the line that Batman dare not cross. Batman uses the Joker as an excuse to keep up his vigilante lifestyle, because he wouldn't know what to do with himself otherwise. Robert Pattinson, who portrayed the Caped Crusader in The Batman, insisted in an interview with GQ that for Batman, fighting crime is almost like a drug addiction, and without the Clown Prince of Crime, he could no longer get his fix. The Joker sums it up perfectly in Batman #663, in a story called The Clown at Midnight, saying, "You can't kill me without becoming like me. I can't kill you without losing the only human being who can keep up with me. Isn't it ironic?" Although it varies from storyline to storyline, there's plenty of undeniable evidence that the Joker is in love with Batman. He constantly makes sexually charged remarks in his banter with Batman in the comics, notably grabbing Batman's butt in the Grant Morrison comic Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth.
"You complete me."
In 2013's Catwoman 14, Catwoman guesses that the Joker loves Batman, and the Joker openly acknowledges it. Meanwhile, Harley Quinn has realized on numerous occasions why the Joker never seems to return her feelings, because Joker's one true love is Batman. The movie adaptation that most directly acknowledges this is a PG-rated Lego Batman movie. Although the movie never officially says that Joker has a crush on Batman, the idea is sprinkled throughout the movie, from Joker's jealousy of Superman to the way he applies a fresh coat of lipstick before speaking with his nemesis. When Joker and Batman face each other at the end of the movie, it's clear what they really mean.
"I hate you, Joker."
I hate you too.
"I hate you more."
I hate you the most.
You'd be surprised how often the Caped Crusader and the Clown Prince of Crime have teamed up. For instance, in 2001's Justice League's The Justice League of Arkham, Batman decides to break Joker and some other supervillains out of Arkham Asylum to enlist their help. The video game Batman the Telltale series introduces John Doe, the man who will become the Joker, and the game features him and Batman fighting side by side. In Batman Europa, these arch-enemies form a grudging alliance after they're both infected with the Colossus virus and traverse Europe in search of a cure. The cure, they discover, is hidden in in each other's blood all along, a revelation neither one seems pleased about. Perhaps most memorably, Batman and the Joker work together in the video game Arkham City. Once again, it's a lethal virus that brings them together. When the Joker becomes infected with the Titan disease and successfully transmits the virus to Batman, the Caped Crusader has no choice but to find a cure for both of them. He does, but not in time to save the Joker. You can tell Batman is shaken by this, because he carries the Joker's lifeless body the same way he carried Robin's body in A Death in the Family. The Joker absolutely loathes Robin. Nothing better exemplifies the Joker's hatred of Robin than when he brutally kills Jason Todd in A Death in the Family. In later storylines, when Jason comes back from the dead and begins fighting crime as the Red Hood, the Joker is infuriated. Not just because the Joker previously wore the mantle of the Red Hood, but also because the Joker hoped torturing Jason would scar him forever. Instead, the Red Hood is a living, breathing reminder that the Joker failed to break Robin. Out of all the Robins, it's Tim Drake he loathes the most. In Robin number 85, the Joker complains to his therapist about the various boys who wore the mantle of Robin, insisting that Tim is insufferable. Tim is the only one who can foil the Joker's plans without any help from Batman. Naturally, the Joker doesn't want that, since the whole point of his plans is so that he can cross swords with Batman himself. Joker also tortures Tim in unspeakably cruel ways in Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker, kidnapping the young protege and twisting him into a junior version of himself before permanently damaging his mind in other ways. And it's Tim who ultimately ends the Joker's life in that movie as well, perhaps making Tim Joker's most dangerous foe. Alan Moore, author of the classic comic book The Killing Joke, once told CBR, Batman and the Joker are mirror images of each other. It's easy to see why. Batman and the Joker are also able to anticipate each other's moves so often because they think so much alike. Both Batman and the Joker's romantic relationships are in shambles as well for the exact same reason. Catwoman and Harley realize the same thing about their lovers. They both take second place after the arch-nemeses' obsession with one another. Both are shaped by a traumatic event that completely transforms their worldview, even if the Joker is coy about which version of his backstory is actually true. In The Killing Joke, the Joker tells Batman, "There's no difference between me and everyone else. All it takes is one bad day to reduce the sanest man alive to lunacy." He insinuates that Batman's one bad day, the death of his parents, may have already pushed him over the brink. Knowing that this comic ends with Batman and the Joker both laughing at the same joke, it's clear the line that separates them is thin indeed. Is the Joker one of a number of characters who know Batman's secret identity? It certainly seems like he would be smart enough to connect the dots. In 2013's Death of the Family, the Joker breaks into Wayne Manor and attacks Alfred. How else could he know this would hurt Batman unless he knew that Batman was Bruce Wayne? Later, Batman speculates that the Joker may have known ever since their first battle. The Caped Crusader recalls that after that initial confrontation, he found the Joker's calling card in the Batcave. And if the Joker had been there, then he could have easily discovered it was connected to Wayne Manor. It's equally likely that he has no idea. In Night Terrors, the Joker, the clown is trapped in a nightmare where Batman dies and he has nobody left to fight. In this nightmare, the Joker keeps Batman's corpse in his closet, but Bruce Wayne is still alive, because as far as the Joker is concerned, Bruce and Batman are two separate people. Throughout comics history, Batman has done some pretty bizarre things to keep his identity secret, but even more bizarre is that the Joker has repeatedly tried to protect this secret as well. For instance, in the video game Arkham City, he stops Harley Quinn from lifting the mask.
No one's who you think they are, my dear. Why spoil the fun?
Meanwhile, in the TV series Harley Quinn, the Scarecrow actually does unmask Batman, hoping to impress the Joker. Instead, the Joker is outraged and starts to sink into depression, knowing that his relationship with Batman will never be the same again.
Half the fun of our relationship was the mystery.
Even when he knows who Batman is, the Joker would never expose the secret to the world. Time and time again, the Joker has taken great lengths to prevent anyone from knowing Batman's secret identity. In the 2004 animated series, the Batman supervillains Wrath and Scorn threaten to expose Batman's secret identity, but the Joker uses gas to make sure they stay silent. And in Batman 3 Jokers Issue 3, one version of the Joker announces that he knows Batman's secret identity, and that he will take that secret with him to the grave. For the Joker, Batman is far more fun when he's anonymous. While Batman can't bring himself to kill the Joker wants desperately to see Batman cross that line, even if he pays with his own life. Just look at the iconic scene from The Dark Knight, where Batman and the Joker play a game of chicken. As Batman charges the Joker head-on in his motorcycle, Joker stands his ground, daring Batman to go all the way.
Come on, I want you to do it, come on, hit me.
Naturally, Batman can't do it, and the Joker is visibly disappointed. When the Joker can't make Batman kill him, he settles for the next best thing, killing himself. In the comic The Dark Knight Returns, Batman captures the Joker, but not before paralyzing him from the neck down. The Joker is incredulous that Batman won't just finish the job and put an end to the Clown Prince of Crime once and for all, so he twists his own neck in a way that proves fatal, robbing Batman of the choice and conveniently framing Batman for his murder. This isn't the first or last time that the Joker dies in the comics or on screen, but it's arguably the most haunting because it shows the Joker can win even in death. Several stories have explored what Batman and the Joker would do without one another. After the Joker dies in the video game Arkham City, its sequel Arkham Knight shows that Batman is still haunted by hallucinations of his nemesis. Batman can only escape the Joker's influence once he locks up the Joker inside his mind. On the flip side, Joker would have no purpose without Batman. In the short comic Kill the Batman from the Joker 80th Anniversary 100-page super spectacular, the Joker watches all of Gotham City come together at Batman's funeral, realizing that he's deprived himself of his greatest enemy. He does the next logical thing and gets the job at the DMV. Likewise, Night Terrors, the Joker, imagines a scenario in which Batman dies in the most anticlimactic way possible, and the Joker can't even take credit for it. The Clown Prince of Crime takes a desk job and tries to find a new purpose in his life, but he can't let go, eventually donning the costume himself to fight crime in his own way. In a 4-issue arc called Going Sane, beginning in Legends of the Dark Knight number 65, the Joker mistakenly believes Batman is dead. Seeing no reason to keep up his life of crime, he instead pursues a normal existence. With Batman out of the picture, the Joker finds love and might actually be reformed. Only when Batman returns does the Joker re-emerge, because of course, one can't exist without the other.